Welcome to our last lesson of our Classtime Academy for English language teachers. First, I would like to thank all of you that participated, that have answered the question sets that we always attach to every lesson. So the first one was a little overview to show to you how you can create question sets at class time if you're not familiar with our solution. And then I also explained a little bit about question sets and especially some tips for English teachers that are looking forward to learn how to create great assessments, tests, however you want to call it, in our solution for English learners, English as a second language learners. So those tips are very valuable, especially in our second lesson. We had Scott Houston, that is a very good partner of Classtime. He's an educational consultant. He creates his specialization is to create and prepare tests. So he's very good at what he does. He knows Classtime very well. So he showed you how you can use Classtime's question types in various different ways, and as well how he does, right? How he uses audio, how he uses other features from Classtime that will definitely help you if you're trying to learn, or if you're already using Classtime, if you're already in one of our licenses. I'm sure you can still benefit from his tips. It was a great video, great lesson. And now I'm here for the last one. So today is purely, I got some Q&As here. So I got some questions from all of you. So I get some from Marcus, Olenka, Anna, Victoria. So some of the names of people that actually asked. In the first one, we had a lot of comments of things that you wanted to learn a little bit further and not necessarily involved with question types, because we already talked about it in the last session, but also about Classtime's other features. For example, the shared folders. You guys really wanted me to show how you can share a folder with a teacher, classes, student portal. So I will be talking about this. And then I have as well 2 questions from Marcus that asked us a couple of questions about how you can add a video, how the video plays, for me to show that to you too, how you can record an audio, so more technical questions. So I think it's very good for me to touch points with you, with everything that you have still as a question. And then at the end, I will say what we will need you to do for you to graduate. So we'll have just a small question feedback from you, everyone that watches this. I will very much enjoy hearing your feedback, so we can always improve and get better for the next learning programs. We will have learning programs focus on other subjects as well. So if you are a teacher, a math teacher, science teacher, all computer science teachers as well, you that want more tips in your field, your subject, we will be creating videos for you too. And it's coming soon. Last thing, before I start, we'll have a live game that is coming next week. So next Wednesday, our team are going to show how you can engage your students with a live game in the classroom if you're back, or during distance learning as well, completely possible. So we'll be having that. If you're watching this in the community, stay tuned, because we'll be sharing an event so you can put going and enjoy with us all the other things that are already around the corner that we have been planning for this community, for our content creation at Classtime. So we're very excited. And I think that's it. Let's go then for the last lesson. To start, just to show to you that we have here some folders. I'm in my library here. You can see that I am in my schools and institutions license. The shared folders are only available for schools and institution license. It was created for collaboration between teachers, for people to be able to create content together. It works very similar to a Google Documents, where everything that you will be changing, editing in your folder, if it is shared with another teacher, it will reflect all your changes in the other teacher's folder too. So you guys can work together and create this content. So it's very, very good for schools and institutions that have more than one teacher working together creating content, or for a coordinator or principal to create the content and give to the teachers, or for a curriculum creator that I know a lot of schools have those. So it's very good for everyone that is working in collaboration together. So here you see that we have, let me just move my little face here. Here you see that we have already a shared folder. So it's shared with one of my teammates. We don't have any question sets, but in a shared folder, you can create as many question sets as you want, as many questions in each question set. So it doesn't have to be one folder for one question set. I know Victoria asked me that if you have to create one folder for each question set. No, you can create one folder and name it a subject and have all your question sets there, collaborating with your teacher, your fellow teacher, your colleague. So, but it is always every single question set that you create in a shared folder will be shared with the person that you added as a collaborator as well. So it's important to know that. So here we have this, always when you have this little guy here, it's a shared folder. So you have added someone to your folder. Here I have, for example, Academy. This is the question sets that we have created, and I have here as my collaborator my teammate Val, and we have added this together. I have created questions, he have added them, so we don't even need to email each other or to talk to each other, because when I add him as my collaborator, Classtime will already emailed him and let him know that he has a new shared folder. So just to clarify how the shared folders work. Then we have the classes. That is something that you guys also asked me to touch points. So here, classes we have created especially for safety. So for teachers who doesn't want anyone outside of their class to join the session. So when you create a session and you just send the link, a person, your student, can enter only with a nickname or their last name, their first name, so they can just like enter a session. But with this new setup that we have created with classes, you don't need that. So you can also create one class like I did here, for example, and you can add the students. So if you have, for example, all your students have institutional emails, you can add all the institutional emails here. Or if you already have another like fellow teachers, other emails, like if they use Google Classroom, if they use Microsoft Teams, so you can add them here as well with their emails. And then only them will be able to join a session. So let's say that this is 1A history, this is my class, and I have 3 students, it's only for them. I have my co-teacher here. My co-teacher can invite and delete students from a class. They can also start a session and invite a whole class. So it's good for co-teachers, so teachers' assistants, also coordinators, principals, if one teacher is working in the same class with other teachers. So it's good you are able to share the same class with more than one person. So here I can go back to my library and I can start, for example, a new session here. and I will be able, okay, so my session settings, I already went through that in the first lesson. If you missed, take a look in the first video. So here you can invite the whole class. So here I can pick, so I have 1A, a lot of them. I know that my 1A with 3 students is the first one, and I can invite everyone here. I can also allow guest students, but I won't, because I want only to the students that I've added to my class that to be able to enter. But in case you don't have one of your students' email, for example, you can also allow them to enter as a guest student. This is for the teachers. We created for your own organization and to be an even more safe place for you to give your tests, for the students to not cheat. It's a huge problem that we know that a lot of teachers have, especially during distance learning, but unfortunately always. But here you can invite, and they are invited, and you can see already these people here. As I showed you in the first lesson too, we have always the chat, and it's mostly it. Classes, we have a very important new addition, that it's the completely integration that we have with Google Classroom. So also Marcus, one of the applicants, one of the members of this academy, asked me if we can create worksheets at Classtime. So no, but you can import everything you are creating at Classtime to your Google Classroom. And of course, in Google Classroom, you can create worksheets, but you can import grades, you can import students, you can import the sessions, everything you can import to your Google Classroom. Google Classroom is an LMS. We are creating, our solution, its core is for formative and summative assessments. So it's a perfect combination. Also, a lot of people ask if the Microsoft Teams integration is coming soon, and yes, it is coming soon. So we will have lots of new integrations. Especially this year, we are working towards having more and more updates in our solution too. But for now, we have Google Classroom, and we have a lot of teachers on our base that use Google that are currently migrating to Google Classroom too. So with Classtime, you can have the better of both worlds and unstoppable EdTech solution for sure if you combine them. And here it's just one click. Obviously here I already have allowed, so it won't show all the process to you, but here you can import all of your classes and students rosters from Google Classroom into Classtime. You need to grant Classtime permission first. So I already granted Classtime permission. So here you can see that I already have even, where is this? So I have already here one class that is 100% integrated with Google Classroom, and you can see I have a co-teacher. I still can invite and delete and remove students, and I can do the same on Google Classroom, and they are integrated. So it's a very powerful tool. Also, another addition that is very, very new, we have now deleted questions. So a lot of you were creating, as you see myself, I have a lot of classes here, and I also can delete these classes once I'm done with them, but we keep them here for 30 days. So if you still need to go back and you need to give another assessment to a class that you have already deleted, you will still have for 30 days here, and you can see all of them, or you can as well delete forever or restore them if you decide to. So this is a very, very brand update that we have, so I wanted to tell you too. And then going back, so let me just go back to Classtime so I can show you, before I answer the last questions, that we have a student portal. A lot of you asked if the students can download their own reports, and they can. So Here they have the possibility of entering with their institutional email or with Microsoft, Clever, Google, or as well with another email that they might have. But if they want to download their own reports, they have to enter with an email. They don't have to go through the process of registering, but they do need to create a new email. They need to enter with any of their emails, especially with their emails that they use for school. So you will have their emails to invite them to a class and everything else. So here you see, moving myself once again, here you see I have a lot of sessions that I have participated in. Here I can see all the classes that I am as well, that have been invited. We have here, I can change my language, I can join a class, I can join a session with the session code. You can already invite them and it will appear here immediately that they have been invited for a class or for session, and then they can start from here. So here, for example, I have been invited to this one. I can just start, and this is how your student will see the question sets. So I can go and see everything because I just clicked in one button and have started from my student portal. So what is the most loved tool that we have in our student portal? So after your students answer to all of the questions, they have to answer to all of the questions, and you have to allow them to download their own reports. So we have, I will show to you in a minute, the option of allow your students, show results to your students in a session. So you can play that button and they will be allowed to download their own reports. Obviously, a lot of teachers don't like to do this beforehand, so the students won't download it and share between them before another colleague has finished their exam. So you can wait for everyone to finish, and then only after that you can allow them to download their own reports. So you have this completely freedom. It's the decision of the teacher to allow or not and when to do so. So here, let's say I have a bunch that I haven't completed all the questions. So you can see here, I didn't hear either. So I can't download anything because I didn't finish my test. So here where I did finish, so this one I did finish, so I can download in 1 second with one click. It's a PDF, and I can open this PDF and show to you how easy the results. So here is the results with the names, with the wrong and right answers, so they will be able to see everything. And going back then, let's go back to Classtime, and I can show to you how I have 2 questions to answer at the end, but I do have as well to show here. For example, I can enter a session just to show you very fast how it works with the button. So for example, let's say here I have this one. I don't have anyone here yet, so I don't know if it will, but here, show solutions to students. So when you have actual students, this is just I didn't have any students here, so I won't be able to click. But when you do have students, you can show solutions to students, and solutions are hidden. Click to show them to your students, or you can also come here to your session settings and show solutions immediately after they finish or before, depending on what you want. So this is it. I do have 2 questions to answer. I promised this video would be a little shorter, so I'm trying to wrap it up everything. But about the English lessons that you guys enjoyed so much, the last video as well. So we already talked about question types. We talked about how you can engage your students with writing and with reading lessons, with grammar lessons. So you have all this content already. And also with games. So we do have the challenge that I already talked. I touched points in the first one. So you can with any question types, start a game with your students, and we have all of them are available for premium users and for school license users. So here you can start a new game with any question set. The team challenge is very, very popular because they are in teams and they have to work together. The class has to get more answers correctly, so that's when the game actually starts to evolve. So it's a collaborative challenge, but the team challenge is very popular because they work in little teams and they love to see how the game evolves as well. It's so cool. The interface is beautiful, and you can do it by in the classroom or also during distance learning by just sharing your screen, and they will continue to answer and see what is happening by you sharing the screen. You can create your own puzzle challenge. We will be having this live game next week and show to you how we can create a very, very fun puzzle challenge. And we have lots of other options here. So enjoy. If you're a premium or school license user, for sure you will be using this. So to answer the last two ones, they asked me how let me just go here. I will start a new one. So again, English, the two questions were how can I add a video, and how can I add an audio? So as I said in the first one, you can add a video and an audio, and you can add an image or a video and a YouTube. So you have to pick one of those three. Scott, in his last lesson, in the second one, also said that because of that, sometimes he takes the same topic and asks in different ways 5 questions about the same topic. So in one question he uses the audio, the other he uses a video, the other one he uses image, or he uses image in the answer options as well, which it's possible here at Classtime. So you have numerous ways of using those. But one thing that a lot of people like is the YouTube video. We have the possibility. So a lot of you said, I don't have a YouTube channel. I think if you use YouTube, if you have a Google login and you use YouTube in any way, you already have a YouTube channel. It's just not active. So it's the same process. You can create a video, a lesson video, or use one already existing on YouTube. But if you are creating your own videos, you can just, as I am doing right now, create a video, record it in your computer, and then upload it to your YouTube. And you can put it just people that have the link can access. You don't have to make it public. You can make it only for your circle, only for your students. And then you can as well here, for example, this is a video that I created for the second lesson. And I have, it's not public. It's only for people who no, it is public. So it's public, this one. But if you are only allowing with people with the link, you can as well. So here, this is a public video, and a lot of people ask me if this is going to show. No, but they can still go to YouTube by clicking on them. Other people said if they are allowed, if your students are allowed to watch the video on Classtime, and yes, like here you can see I can watch the whole video at Classtime. It's a long video, doesn't matter. You can embed whatever video you want here at Classtime. It's just downloading a little bit, but you can add any video here and they will be able to watch. So a lot of teachers that are our partners will create their lessons. So the teachers talking to the camera and explaining embed to a question set, and then the kids, you can give a bigger time. So if it's a 30 minutes lesson, you will give them an hour and a half. So 30 minutes to watch the video, an hour to answer to the questions. If it's less, questions can be less. So we have the timer, so you can give your students how much time you think it's fair, and that's how you embed a video. And yes, it's only possible to do it with YouTube for now, but we will work on another updates as well. The audio, so it's not possible to record the audio right now. For example, it's not possible to record. You see, I can't record it directly on Classtime, but I can record it in your computer. So you can record with your audio recorder in your computer, or you can record with a voice recorder that there's many available on the internet that is completely for free. For example, this one, you just click here. I am already creating an audio, then I will stop, they will process, and this is already my audio. I can save and then download is like 2 seconds, so you can already create this. And then after you save, you can add your audio too. So you see here, I have a recorded audio here that I can just add in 1 second, and it's already here, 10 seconds. You can create an audio, obviously longer than that, whatever time you prefer, and then you can add here to your question. So those were 2 questions that I heard from Victoria, also Marcus, Olenka. We had many people that Nat. So a lot of people have reached out and thanked us for creating those videos too. Thank you for participating, for always supporting us, for liking Classtime and wanting to learn more about our platform. It's our pleasure to help. And again, I'm here to help. So if you have any questions, you can leave in the comments. If you're watching this in our community, if you are watching this on YouTube or through email, you can always answer to the emails or leave in the comments on YouTube too. We're always checking and answering you and trying to make it better and better every time. So for this conclusion, all of you will be invited to participate and try our Classtime Certified Educator exam. So all of you that registered will receive the invite to try the exam, and then you can get premium for free. So 90 days of premium for free. You can try a lot of things with premium already. Some of you that are already certified educators, you will be having another certificate for completing this for sure. And after that, you will also have a discount, a special discount in our premium license. So I will be mailing all of you that have applied. If you didn't this time, be sure to stay tuned to our community, because we will have another one coming up very soon. And I believe that's it. Thank you. I will be seeing you very soon. And again, if you have any questions, just leave in the comments or email us. We are here to help you and to grow together. Okay? Thank you very, very much. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.